Hello, guys. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VI. I I don't know what I'm doing here. I really don't. It's let's drain, preserve, banish, teleport, dispel. Okay, okay. Where was he learning Rasper from? Huh. Okay, so I was online, and apparently there are two ways of getting through that final attack. You can either destroy or get, like, make him get, attack his MP. Shiva. Who has Shiva? Hold on. So one of the other guys must have Shiva. So I'm probably gonna have to. Okay. Here. We'll get a different crew. Oh, he has Shiva. Okay. He's not very strong, so. Okay, let's see. So, okay, so Okay, well, it looks like I'm gonna have to level level up this now too. There shouldn't be much of an issue. And where was that thing? Oh yeah, it's over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna wander around, get the. Just gonna. Huh. Damn. Okay, now let's see. All right. So yeah, that's basically it. Really? Okay. I have more than enough Phoenix Downs. So, what I'm doing now is I'm trying to teach Mash to do the Rasper thing. So I could just continually drain MP. I really don't know how long that's going to take. Another thing I'm thinking about is doing the re-raise. Does the Phoenix do that? Yeah. But no one knows the Phoenix. I guess I could have her do it. I was I don't get political usually. Um, but with what's going on with Iran and whatever, uh, it reminds me of a customer I used to have back in the day. He's no longer with us. He was a cool guy. Um, he came from there, and it was usually him and his. It was usually him and his son that would come by, and they usually make a larger purchase because they had a business or whatnot. But he, I got talking to him, and I know him pretty well. He was a friendly guy. There was one purchase he wanted to make, but because of we have limitations on product, right? We he wanted to buy like 50 units of something, and I think we're only allowed to sell four. And I told him, unfortunately, I can't approve the sale because we we can't approve the sale because because we have limitations and all this stuff. And he says like, I really need this. It's good. I need it for my business and whatnot. And I can't make a big call like that. You know. So I told him, look, all right, I'll talk to my boss, see if he could approve of something like this, right? And my boss, after talking to him, like, okay, like this guy's is a good customer. He's willing to pay this, willing to buy this many units. So after negotiating a little bit, my boss approves it. All right, yeah, it's fine. Well, we expect some more within we expect more within a couple of days or something like that. So it was good. So I went ahead and I told my customer that yes, we could do this. He was so happy, right? And then throughout the years, I got to kind of know him. He came from Iran. At the time, I didn't know why he would leave Iran. I was thinking like isn't Iran one of the enemy countries or something? Like, how did he end up over here, right? And and we, but he was a nice enough guy. I don't have any complaints. Anyway, I think the last year I saw him, he was getting a little slower. He wasn't as active, but he was like working hard. Like I could tell that he would come to the store to get stuff for his business. And and then one day he just stopped showing up. Like right? And then like one day his son shows up, and he tells me like, oh yeah, oh yeah, the reason why I haven't seen my dad around was because he died. He died like a month ago. Ah, and then like, and I felt really bummed out because I really liked the guy. Oh, after that deal, after the negotiating that deal with my boss, with my manager, and getting him the 50 units. He that same day, uh, uh, you know, they asked me if I could stay longer, and I didn't have a lunch, and he brought me a uh, a number one meal from McDonald's. And that was like the that he was the most coolest, nicest customer I've ever known. Anyway, I start talking. Anyway, I start talking to his son after he passed away. It's like, well, what happened? Oh, he had cancer, and he was fighting it for like a long time. And and it, and it and it's like, damn. Well, and now I'm beginning to ask you like, how did he come over here? Like whatever. And he just this is I didn't even realize this, but there was a royalty when the royalty was overthrown in Iran. A lot of people started to leave because it got really bad, and that's when he came over. He came around. He came over like around around '86, or sometime in the '80s, and his he always wanted to go back because he had relatives and wanted to see how they're doing, but he couldn't go back. That was that you know it was it, that that contention that that the relationship that the United States had with his home country was really bad, and he was put in a tough spot. And I think about that. Like, my parents, they go to Mexico every so often, and they're able to do that. My mom meets my aunts, her sisters, and my dad could see his brother and whatever. But he didn't have that choice. He couldn't go back, and it made me feel bummed out for him that he couldn't do that. And when all this stuff started to happen with Iran, it just made it's a little bittersweet because they're getting this kind of freedom back. They're with it's within their reach now. But that customer, I kind of want to say his name, but I don't know if we'll be spilling the beans. But he never, sadly he never got to see that happen. But at least his son is Iranian. It's been a long time since I've seen him, but I'm pretty sure he'll probably go back to talk about to spread the good news or to talk to his relatives over there. But man, that guy was cool. Oh man, it's strange. He never really did talk about Iran all those times I known him. But that's where he told me he came from. So so that's all I thought. I never realized the situation that that the Iranian people were in. Let's see, ability. Oh man, that's gonna be a big one. Oh, we gotta keep at it. Yeah, let's see if I can find. Go down here to fight bigger monsters. There are a lot of customers I think about from those days. It was this is old Asian couple that I don't even know what they were, to be honest. I want to say that they might have been Chinese, but honestly, I really didn't know. I really don't know. Uh, but they came in maybe like twice a week, and this was a these were customers that were not very were logically illiterate. Like they I think they needed a cell phone. I remember that they needed a cell phone, and I activated it for them. I activated it for them, and I put in the the necessary minutes on there, and still a long way to go. To put the necessary minutes on there for them, and they were like my regulars. They would always wait for me to show up, um, to so I could put the minutes onto their phone, and they didn't go too far. They would tell me about like where they're heading and what they were doing. These thick Asian accents. They they- they're doing they're trying they're speaking English, and I'm barely understanding them, but I guess I understood enough. And anyway, there was a time, a time time came for me to leave. Like, or I've been here long enough. I'm gonna get out of here. I I leave. I give my 2 weeks, and I get out of here. And damn. And apparently, while when I left, they kept on coming back to the store. Uh, they kept on coming back to the store. The, yeah, they kept on coming back to the store, looking for me to put stuff on their phone, to put their time on their phone. And I think I showed up there one day because I still go there to the shop. It's relatively close to 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 my house, and I see them. I see them. They were in the market area. Oh, David, where you been? We asked, and they see you're not here anymore. And I was like, oh, I got another job. I oh, you were the nicest. And and I told them, well, it's time for me to move. And they're like, like appreciating me, telling me how I helped them and whatever. Like, oh, but the guys here, they know how to do that too. Not as good as you. Not as good as you. Ah, thanks. But, from what I understand, they still go. I think they eventually caved and decided to um they eventually caved and they decided to go, get one of the guys to put the time in. Oh man. Let's see. Damn. 40. I guess it saves a little if you're really heavily damaged. Now there was this one customer that oh god. I don't Okay. I don't know. This was during the PSP era. Um, I'm not sure if anyone remembers, but there were people with like customized PSP cases. I never put I never put a case on my PSP. I wanted to actually be able to push the buttons. But there was this one guy. I guess I could say he called himself Professor Hentai. Now, for those of you who do not know, it's hentai is Japanese animated adult uh, movies or cart or that, yeah. And this guy had like his PSP. He hung it around his neck. His PSP shell, full, like covered in that stuff. And I'm like, I asked him, "Hey, dude, well, what's up with the what's up with your PSP?" Oh, it's from one of my favorite movies or whatever. I don't even know what the movie was called. And oh man, really? I killed him. But he well, he watched it. He he told me he got like he would tell me like all these different hentais and trying to trying to like talk it up. I couldn't really say anything because like I don't know enough about it, but all I know it's like it's adult material, and I just left it at that. Like, oh snap! Uh, Damn, Ash is strong. But he would come by. But this guy, he would come by every so often, and he wasn't the most pleasing looking guy. Uh, uh I'm guess I'm guessing he would match perfectly with that trope of only liking 2D girls, which I don't get. I remember, but he left that persona. He left that persona not long after. Let's see. Oh no, wait. Item. Hold on. Where's I don't have any antidotes. Should probably buy antidotes. Like, I think he left the area at some point, but he said, "Oh, I don't go." He didn't have. He stopped wearing his PSP. He stopped. yeah, he stopped wearing his PSP. He stopped wearing he stopped wearing these shirts. He had like he always came in with that anime shirt, which I shouldn't complain because I have some Hatsune Miku shirts myself. But it was always like of this weird stuff that I've never seen. And there's always chicks in these provocative poses too. I think he was thrown out of the store one time, if I remember right. And like he came back in a sweater. But in his later days, like in his later, I think right before he left. Yeah, right before he left, he like he would stop wearing the shirts. He would stop carrying his PSP around. And when one of my coworkers tried to call him Professor Hentai, he goes, "Oh, I don't go by that anymore. It's just Ron now." All right. But he was really weird. Oh wait. There you go. Almost there. I'm just taking precautions, guys. Precautions. Man, those were really different days with the PSP. I remember continually modding my PSP because I wanted to play Nintendo and Super Nintendo games on it. I don't even know where I have mine anymore. Oh wait, I think somewhere in my parents' house somewhere. The one status effect that I hate in any anime, not anime, any RPG is poison. Whether it be Fallout, whether it be Phantasy Star, whether it be Final Fantasy, or whether it be Skyrim, that poison effect is such a nuisance. And sometimes you don't even know if you have it or not. Oh wait. I think I'm just leveling up my characters for no reason. I, there we go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna get out of here much faster. Alright, guys, I'm gonna go to the bathroom really quick. Okay, sorry about that, guys. Had to pinch a loaf. Man, I wish the ninja was still around. Maybe the next time I play, I'll yeah, the next time I play, I'll hold on, maybe let's see, ability, no. guess. Man, that was rough. You know, people think about, whenever they work retail, they think about the bad customers and whatever and whatnot. I can't, and I get it. I've had a couple of hostile customers, but let's see. Let me get some more ether. Killer man. That's funny. Let's see. Is it up here? There it is. Okay. I'm gonna save it one more time and then, because I did make progress. Let's see. Where's the levitating? Angel feather or something, right? It's kind of strange. I guess because the area I worked at, it wasn't too bad. So the customers, they weren't really hostile or anything like that. There were some pretty bad situations. Hold on, let's see. Hmm. I can tell you this one situation that really sticks out to me. It's there, let's stir chat a little bit. There was this one time when where I was busy putting away movies. I was putting away movies. It was early in the day. This was back when DVDs were still on the shelf, and 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 we had an entire shopping cart full of misplaced DVDs that I was whittling down on, and ugh. Let's see. Magic. Hold on. I think I'm messing up here. Should have just done Quake Magic. And I was putting away these I was putting away the movies, and it has to kill. Yeah, I was putting away the movies, and this was early in the morning, by the way. This was like maybe about an hour after the store opened. I'm busy putting away movies. There was a lot of them, and I was just trying to whittle them down. But I kept on getting this call. I keep on getting I keep on getting calls, right? I am and it's which is kind of slowing me down. Like one person will call, they'll ask for something, then I'll answer the question. I'll answer the question and then like go back and then no, I'm misremembering this. No, there was only one call, right? I was busy whittling down the movies in the shopping cart because they were all stuck in there, and then I get a call. I get a call and and I answer the phone, and it's this woman, right? It was this woman, and she's just asking one question after another about what products we have, when when are the new releases, how much is each product. She just kept the conversation going and going and going, and I'm like some like what's going on here? Why am I at? Why is all this happening? Like, why is she asking all these questions? And then all of a sudden, she hangs up. She hangs up, and I'm like, well, that's weird. So, all right, whatever. I got movies to put away. So I start putting movies away, right? And then, like, after I'm done, I go back to the cash register and start organizing some of the merchandise that we got from the front, and I'm getting ready to put it away. And then I see the security boss with a handbasket full of iPods, and I'm thinking, oh, he must have, he's a security boss. He must oversaw a shipment or something, right? But why would they be out of the box? So I'm thinking, like, well, whatever, right? And I asked, oh, did UPS drop off the iPods in the front? Oh, he says, no, these were recently stolen. Like, what? He says, come here. So he shows me, and I didn't even notice, but like our entire case full of iPods were stolen. Like they were all gone. Like what just happened, right? And he tells me that they recognize this guy from like another store, like another store's footage, and that guy, he was trying to steal our iPods, but because where I parked the cart full of DVDs, I just kept on going back and forth, scaring the guy away each and every time. Like I will pick up some DVDs, walk off, and then he'll try to like break into the iPod glass case, and then I would come back, and then he would like run away before he'll like hear me approaching, and he'll like walk away. I didn't even notice this, and all the security guys, like they were watching on camera, like, no, David, go away, don't get near, we're trying to catch this guy, right? I think it happened like maybe 4 or 5 times. I would come back and forth that the security boss texts his wife to call the store and to just stall me so they could let this guy steal the iPods. And that's what happened. And oh man, I gotta take care of these guys much faster. So that's what happened. And oh wow, oh man, that took up a lot. So that's what happened. Like the person that I was on the phone with was his wife, just stalling me so they could catch this guy. Now, oh, if I knew these guys were coming, I would have just done nothing. Anyway, this guy finally managed to like put a bunch of he put all all the iPods in his backpack. And by this time, like he by this time, by the time he put everything in his backpack, LAPD was already waiting out in the front, just waiting for him. And as soon as he stepped out of those doors, all that product was officially considered stolen, and and they arrested him. And you know I didn't know who the guy was. I didn't even see him. You know, I didn't even help in the arrest. If anything, I was impeding the arrest because I kept on interfering with his robbery attempts. But but that's what happened. And let's see. There we go. Magic. Okay, magic. Just gonna stick to Quake. Oh, please turn, please turn. Ah. Man, that was a crazy one. Then there was this one chick. I might have already told this story, but I guess I'll tell it again. Oh, yes. Quake. Magic. You know, I gotta give this guy more, train this guy with more there was this one customer who tried to buy merchandise with a fake check, and we stalled her like for maybe a good 10 minutes, cause what was it? Well, we tried to process the check, but I was somewhat new to that, right? I was somewhat new, and I didn't know oh, oh wait, hold on. I didn't really know much about checks, right? Um, so well, so this chick comes by and she tries to use uh, a counterfeit check, and I go through the motions. I look at her ID. I look at the check. At this time, I'm not able to spot a fake check. I But I did find it kind of weird. Like it wasn't shaped 100% right, and I called my coworker over. He was recently Let's see. Let's see. Can I give him Quake? Okay, he can't even heal himself. Not again. Oh, that healed him. Anyway, my coworker he was a cashier for a while, so I figured he would know if anything's like wrong with the check. And oh man, these high potions. Yeah, this is not a good run here. Okay, alright, everything seems fine. And he looks at it, he doesn't know. Like, he's like, I don't know, man. And it's like, well, he kind of figured, you know what? We'll, no. Let's see, where is... Are you serious? Look how much that's taking. Why aren't my attacks showing up? What's going on here? See, he should have been able to pull that off right away. Oh man, I'm not... All right, back to the story. When I I'm gonna have to start using magic to heal. That's not right. Oh, that's much more useful. He told me, all right, if the machine runs the check, then I guess it's fine. That's what he told me. So we ran the check, right? About a week later, this, I'm gonna come back for that dragon later. But about a week later, he a detective from the local police department uh, oh man. He a lady detective from police department shows up and calls for me, right? And I don't know what's going on. When security calls you in the office, you really don't know what's happening. And that's what happened. Let's see. I really should give her more. Hold on. Let's see. All right. Just defend. See, that's heal him. No fire attacks. Huh? Defend. Yes. There we go. All right, there we go. It's a lot tougher than I originally thought. Here, let's stock up on ether. Oh, I'm just really going up there, huh? All right. the detective shows up and the security boss calls me over. I get freaked out a little because I'm thinking, oh, I must have done something bad. Because they don't just call anyone to the security office unless they do something bad. Fortunately, that was not the case. Oh man, not this again. Let's see. Magic. And magic. Holy. Magic. Oh. I don't know what that does. Bouncing magic spells off the allies. Okay, finally. I guess I should continue. So, I get called in the office, the security boss's office, and there's a detective of the local police, and she wanted to ask me a couple of questions. So she asked me questions. Oh, do you remember taking in a suspicious check? A lot of the checks are suspicious, so I really don't know. I try not to cause problems. And then she shows me a picture. Do you recognize this lady? It's like, oh yeah, she was from last week. Yeah, I didn't know if it was real or not, so I called my coworker. I mentioned my coworker's name, And the detective looked over the security guy. Who's that? Oh, it must be the other person that we saw on the video, the other employee. All right, well, gonna need a follow up. And I basically told her the story of what I told you guys right now. We didn't know if it was for sure, but we felt like if the machine took it, then it must be real, and that's what we did. And we accepted the ID and everything. Is this right? Hope it's right. Defend, 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 and defend. And after she took her statement, she took off, and I asked the security boss what was all that about, like what happened. And the security boss told me that that person was caught in another store, but because we kept the scammer there for like I don't know, we kept them around for like 10 minutes or something, that they were able to take enough footage, get all of the information, get the car information, and before long, do things right. Like I think what got that stuff anyway, but the fact that we took so long got their attention, and they were able to put something there that left them put up like in a bulletin or something that allowed them to notify other stores. And she got caught. I was given a subpoena to appear in court, but it never got that far. She, from what I understand, she pleaded guilty. I think she spent a year, like 2 years in jail or something. I'm just defending. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Damn, I want some coffee right now. Oh my god. Finally. You know what? He needs to learn a different Everyone just defend. Just defend. Man, there's some scared times too. Oh, just cool. Wow, I need to get into like 20 different battles before he gets any of those powers. I should have thought strategically like that before. I don't know what's wrong with me. Ouch. It's really not. Yeah, it took longer than I thought. Okay. I have to really plan this one out. Where's Ether? Top. Okay, this is pretty much as good as it's gonna get. Oh, I wish there was a save point up here, guys. Wow. Okay. No, I don't need the levitation accessory anymore. So I need stuff that can... That should be a good thing. Okay. Okay. Now what I'm going to do... How many times have I fought this guy already? Now I have to remember... I have to cause a berserk on him. Yeah, cause a berserk. Check out what his stats are. And all while consuming his HP. Let's see what his weaknesses are. Level 68. See that? See that? He has no weaknesses. Does that mean I could just well on him? Okay. 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 man. Let's see. Let's vanish. There it is. You know what? I mean, everyone will have to learn some sort of rasper. Oh. Well, let's just hope, if you turn... So that's the trick, just teach them stuff early and then get the hell out of there. Oh no! Alright, let's see if it works. Yay! 1, 2, 3. That was the trick all along. 4. Right, Kate, where's Angel Feather? Angel Feather. Angel Feather. Angel Feather. All right. I can't believe it worked. I can't believe it worked. All right, so I guess fire. Boom. This just keeps on going, doesn't it? Oh no, we're surrounded. Damn, messed up on that one. Boom. That's gotta take him out, right? No, did nothing. That did nothing. And this one's not. This match is taking way too long. Let's see, where did all my, oh, there it is. Okay, so gotta remember to fight that dragon when I this again. Alright, this is pretty frustrating. Oh boy. Takes long to beat this guy. Yeah, he did it to himself. I'll come back later for the dragon. Well, thank you for that, guys. I'm going to stay in a defensive position because these guys are only helping. Haha, that's beautiful. These fights take too long, I think. What is this soul thing, though? Get down here. Okay. Now he knows all that stuff. Yeah, running low on ether. Alright, let's see. Ability. Let's. Alright, that should be more than enough to help us get to the bottom of the tower. Beautiful, simply beautiful. Oh, I'm already at the bottom. Great. Yeah, I could tell these guys aren't too happy. Okay, whew. There we go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna end the stream here. Oh my god, I can't believe it took that much. How many times did I mess up on this guy? 3 times? Oh man. I tell you, Final Fantasy is a thinking man's game. You really have to figure things out. I bought this game by a cartridge by itself and had to put a patch. So even if it had the original packaging, I wouldn't be able to understand what it would say. But man, it's a tough game. It's a good game. But all in all, I think I gotta rest up a little bit because well, here, let me buy all the stuff I'm gonna need. Stock up on high potions and stock up on even more ether. Oh jeez. All right, guys, I'm gonna save it and end the stream here. It's been fun. It's been awesome. But I gotta rest up a little bit, man. That boss fight was intense. Intense, I tell you. Actually, it was easy this time around. You see, once you figure it out, it's not as hard. But man, that's tough. That is tough. Anyway, guys, peace out. Sorry for there's so much short stream. I'm gonna try again later. Take care.